and welcome to The Water Down.
Water down.
This episode, we're reflecting on high school. We're talking about all the nostalgic moments, how we grow, and we're reflecting on Britnee's exit out of it.
Yes, ma'am. Let's get into it.
We would like to preface this by saying we went to a performing arts high school, which sounds like victorious, but actually it was more like the Orange is the New Black.
Take it as you will.
Britnee, you're graduating from high school this year. This is the time to leave. How are you feeling about that?
I feel it's like a mix of I'm so happy, oh my gosh, a new chapter in my life. But then like the second half of it is like, this is a new chapter in my life. I'm about to be like an adult.
Yeah, and you start going through that panic, right?
Yeah, I've been panicking like every night. I don't know when that goes away, but I'm living.
So let's take some time to quickly talk about school, the connections you made, and things like that. So you were actively involved in school, yes?
Very much so. I was in different clubs, organizations, and I got in good with like all the admin and the teachers. Little story time, first of all. Okay, my admin coordinator, that is like my mom on campus. I love that lady so much. She's like taking me to New York this summer just because she was like, you know what, I believe in you. And she knows like I want to do film. She knows I want to travel. She knows like a lot of my dreams. I tell her everything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So making that connection kind of works even though I'm graduating. I'm still about to talk with her and try and progress in like my career and everything. It's good little connection.
School is good for that. I remember the person who got me into the AKA pageant here was my guidance counselor, and that helped me make my decision for college and things like that. So those connections matter, and those relationships do matter. Even in college, it's all about networking, guys. Literally, or not networking, building relationships. It's all about just making sure you're talking to different people, getting to actually know them, taking them out to lunch, things like that. So like, I think high school is a good way to kind of segue into that part of our lives. So yeah.
I think another thing I want to mention about building connections and networking is that on campus, things just work out for you. You know everybody, you have it good with everybody. Not like in a deceiving way, but just because you're a good person, we want to help you out. I can text like the admin or like a guidance counselor or whatever because I need to do something, and they'll be like, okay, I got it. And like, it just works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I got someone's status on campus.
It's important, and that's something I've learned in school. Make sure everybody knows you. Why not? Why not? Y'all, especially when you go to college, you're paid for it. You're paid for it. You better use every drop of wherever you need to be, get that in. That's my biggest advice. Like, make sure you're active on campus. And that's what you did. And that's the skills are transferable throughout your years. And then it gets you to, once you want an actual job. Can't believe we gotta think about that. An actual job! A job! Unless it's in the field that you absolutely love.
Yes. That's not a job.
Then it's a job.
Yeah, it's different. So we do have some good connections and good experiences in high school. And you've been out of high school for a little minute now. So
it's been 2 years now.
So what are some things you don't really miss about high school? What are some like bad experiences?
So one thing I can say I don't really miss about high school is about chasing acceptance. I think, we're also young and we're also impressionable. We still are naive to a lot of things in college, Jesus Christ. But I think that watching people go through those phases where they felt like they wanted to be seen by certain popular groups. Some people saw a pedestal, and so they wanted to be there. And I had a lot of failed relationships that way because people tried to kind of like use me as a stepping stone that way up this imaginary ladder. And I was like, it was not fun watching people kind of go throughout their journey in that way. But I just know some of those people now, and they seem to be doing really well. And I think they're coming into themselves, which is really good. And that's the thing about high school. It's the development. You don't know who you are. You really don't. And sometimes it's just being alone, which nobody really is in high school unless those are just like your circumstances. But you usually have like a friend or like somebody that like you kind of bounce your energy off of, which is really cool until you start making it all about the other person. Sometimes in high school, I feel like people, including myself, would use others to build their personality rather than stepping back and saying, what do I believe in? Or who am I outside of my friendships? Who am I outside of my family? And that's something that I don't think you learn about until you're older. And those are the things I kind of don't miss about high school, just not knowing who I am. I still am discovering that, but it's nice to know just a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know who I am right now.
I
can't wait till like that transition period happens though, because I do feel like I'm sort of not really in a box when I'm at school, but there's certain ways I know I can't grow until I'm out of that space, and I'm excited for that.
Oh, you're so right.
I want to find out so much more, but I can't really in like this space right now. So, once summer comes, we outside.
You want to know where I'm at? We outside!
So you transitioning from high school and entering the adult era of your life will allow you to kind of discover yourself more, and I'm excited to see that. So, one thing we wanted to talk about is how school can show you what you can do.
Period.
So you want to take a moment and talk about that?
Yes. I think I want to specifically talk about my experience in my film program, because we switched teachers like I think my sophomore year, and it was a different teaching style that I wasn't used to. He's very, so my current teacher, well, former teacher, I'm graduating.
Oh,
he ain't my teacher no more. Whoa. Anyways, so he had a very laid back type of style to where like if you wanted to work, you're gonna get that work. It wasn't like you can sit back and he's like, you're not doing nothing, I'm gonna give you some work. It wasn't that. Because I did that and he never noticed me. I'm like, wait, I'm cool, I want to do stuff. So I had to get out of my like mode of just not really wanting to work with him at first, which is kind of sad. I hope he doesn't see this part. But it was just a weird transition for me and I wasn't vibing with it. But then when I realized that I can't really sit back and just wait for anything to happen, I took that initiative and now he is my homie. And like the amount of opportunities he has given me and like the connections I've made because of him.
he helped us with our short film and everything. He's awesome.
And that wouldn't have like happened if I didn't realize that like, okay, I need to like put in the work, you know, like that school taught me you need to put in the work, and then that's when you like bear fruit from what you do. So I have learned from high school that I really got to be on top of my own stuff and not really wait for somebody to kind of do it for me. What is a thing you want to mention about high school?
High school makes you bionic. Because, think about it. You're waking up at about 5 a.m., right?
Wait, we are performing arts, magnet. Everybody else regular.
Y'all wake up at what, 6?
I feel like
Imagine living
7 or something like that.
Imagine going to school in the town you live in.
Like 2 bus rides there, 2 bus rides back, about 4 hours in my life.
Right, we are different. I forgot about that. Well, if you don't go to school in your district. But this is what we did. So you're waking up at 5 a.m. You have to be on the bus by 5:50, right? Right? Then you're 6 a.m. You gotta sleep on the bus, wake up, make sure you transfer to your next bus. Then once you get to the school, you have to go throughout the entire day. You're grinding. Because of us, we were in the arts, so we were constantly working on something.
Some project.
Something. And so then you have rehearsals. Then you have homework when you get home. And don't forget the car ride home, right? That's when you sleep again. Get your nap in so you can stay up late at night, right? And then you get home. And then you do your homework. If some people didn't even do it, I always did my stuff. And then you wouldn't go to sleep till 1 a.m. And then you get 4 hours of sleep and do it all again. You can do anything, baby! That's my point.
I love how that's so specific to us. Cause like literally you just went through like my whole day. Especially like my sophomore year, and I had like those AP classes, my first time taking an AP class. I remember I get home, I think I'd probably take my little nap at like 11 p.m., wake up at like 1 a.m., do my work for like 2 hours. We got 3 hours of like actual sleep, get on the bus, do it again.
And this is normal for a lot of students. And then when you go to college, an 8 a.m. class, I promise, feels like you're waking up at 4 a.m. Like, why would I do that? I've never taken an 8 a.m. class, and I will never do it. Don't ever do that. Because once you can make your own schedule, y'all, it flows differently.
Yeah. School had us doing some crazy stuff. That's not normal. I guess we are bionic.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up, y'all.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of The Water Down. We hope you enjoyed us talking about our high school experiences and things like that. And I hope you got a couple tips from it too.
We'll see you guys next week on The Water Down.
Woohoo! Yeah!
If I bet I ain't wearing a Johnny.
Don't know what a Johnny is?
Have you seen the state of her body? If I beat it, I ain't wearing a Johnny.
by saying, you sniffing all in my...
I'm sorry, bro.
What in the coke is going on? Booger sugar looking so.
Sugar, you think I'm sweet? Can I yell at you now?
Yes.
Girl, when are you gonna get that pension, 401k, retirement set up? When does that happen?
Please don't make me cry. You think that? Who just growled over me? Anyways,
Me and my girlfriend, we go out every weekend. She just do lovers. That's why we always tweeting. Yeah, I tell her all my secrets. She tell me all of hers. When we get off the phone, she says, no, you hang up first. My girl is my universe. I am so in love with her. I don't remember the words of this part, but I know that this is the beat it's on.